Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza. It's the middle of the week, Wednesday, December 20th. Welcome to Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. A 28-year-old Ukrainian man is recovering from serious injuries sustained in an accident when a green plate meter taxi sped through the Samkong intersection on the bypass road and struck his motorbike on Tuesday afternoon.
The accident took place at about 4:30 p.m., according to police, who arrived at the scene to find the taxi with heavy damage to its front right and both doors on the taxi's left, while the Yamaha big bike of the victim was also left with heavy damage in the gutter beside the traffic island. CCTV footage showed that Mr. Kostenko was traveling north on the bypass road when he stopped for a red light at the intersection. When the traffic light turned green, he drove forward, but was struck by a green plate metered taxi driven by 37-year-old Napatpong Tiprapai, who was traveling from Pra Phuket Keo Road toward Yawarat Road. Police report that the taxi was traveling, quote, very quickly and struck the victim, who was wearing a helmet at the time, and Kostenko has been sent to a local hospital for treatment of his serious injuries. Police have already contacted the Ukrainian embassy and met with relatives and friends of Mr. Kostenko to explain the situation to them. Of note, the official incident report by police made no mention that by their own CCTV footage, for the taxi to enter the intersection at speed and hit Mr. Kostenko, taxi driver Napatpong must have sped through a red light. The report also made no mention of charges against Napatpong at this stage. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
This Thursday, the cabinet in Bangkok will officially forward the bill for marriage equality to the House of Representatives, as same-sex marriage proponents rejoice.
The government-sponsored bill has already been examined by the Council of State and will be sent to Parliament on Thursday. The bill has already been included among the urgent agenda items for debate in the House for this Friday. This piece of legislation, which has been winding its way through Thailand's political system for over the last few years, would provide the same legal rights and protections to a same-sex marriage as a heterosexual marriage, including adoption and inheritance rights. The bill is one of several slated to allow same-sex marriages, but the other big bill, the Civil Partnership Bill, which was touted by the previous administration and proposed by civil society groups, failed to provide the same full rights and protections as heterosexual marriages and would only recognize legal unions with limited rights. 4 bills were debated already in Parliament last year, but officials failed to pass any of them before the House was dissolved prior to the May 14 general election earlier this year. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall out from a window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. And bring the pleasure, see your pressure just before you break a bone.
The declining confidence in Thailand's tourism safety has prompted the government to sideline the 300 baht tourist fee that had been slated for implementation several times during the previous administration, with officials now looking for alternative insurance options for foreign tourists.
The 300 baht tourist fee was proposed and approved in 2019 for implementation in 2020, but the COVID-19 pandemic forced several postponements. The plan was for the government to collect 300 baht from foreign tourists at the airport and 150 baht from tourists at land and sea borders. 60 to 70% of the money was to be spent on a fund to develop tourist destinations and infrastructure for such destinations, while 50 baht of each fee collected would go into a fund to provide tourists with insurance coverage and/or compensation for accidents on a case-by-case basis. Amid a deterioration in confidence regarding Thailand's safety, the Tourism and Sports Ministry is now studying several options to offer insurance coverage of 500,000 baht per person in case of injury and 1 million baht in the event of death from an accident. Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin instructed the ministry to work on an insurance plan for all tourists. The Sports and Tourism Ministry previously used the Foreign Tourist Assistance Fund to compensate tourists in case of accidents, but this fund was dissolved 2 years ago, and there's still no permanent mechanism nor budget to help tourists, according to the Bangkok Post. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
The food and travel website TasteAtlas recently ranked Thai cuisine as the 17th best out of 100 countries and around the world. Now, with the release of their 100 best dishes of the world list, Thailand shows up heavy with 5 dishes, including 4 in the top 15 and 3 in the top 10.
Thai culinary mastery is showcased prominently in the 100 best dishes of the world list, as Masaman curry ranks 73rd in the world. Then, Thailand's dishes shoot up the charts, with the creamy soup Tom Kha Gai at number 15. Thailand then becomes the most represented country in the top 10 with 3 dishes. Penang curry is ranked number 10, followed by the northern Thai dish Khao Soi at number 6, and the ever-popular and ubiquitous Pad Krapao at number 3. TasteAtlas's previous list of the 100 best cuisines in the world ranked Thailand number 17, while Italy was ranked number 1, followed by Japan, Greece, and Portugal. But on the list of the 100 best dishes in the world, there was only 1 Italian dish in the top 10, and no dishes from Japan, Greece, or Portugal in the top 10. Picanha from Brazil was ranked as the number 1 dish in the world for 2023-2024, while roti canai from Malaysia ranked number 2. Meanwhile, TasteAtlas also ranked the best food cities in the world, with Rome coming in at number 1, followed by Bologna and Naples, all 3 in Italy. Meanwhile, Bangkok was ranked number 18, and Chiang Mai was ranked number 62. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Our sincerest thank yous for joining us here on today's Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phukets.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.